The number one reason that I failed in creating successful joint ventures, in creating successful partnerships, is I failed to architect and plan for the synergistic environment where the relationship and the business activity can happen. A synergistic relationship is, in the simplest form, I'm 10 units and you're 10 units. We should equate to 20 units. But why sometimes do we get 100, 80, or 50? More than the sum of our parts. What is this extra that is created? And for me, that's what synergy is in business, in personal development, in relationships. It's chemistry. I work in my strength and you work in your strength. And together, instead of the sum of our parts, we create a multiplication effect exponentially. It's the only way for me to multiply time and effort. I can't buy time, but with the time that I have, I can multiply my efforts. And it's essentially kind of like living more out of one day, out of 1 week, out of 1 month, out of 1 year, hacking the system. You have to be the person that you want to find. You have to be likable, you have to be skilled, you have to bring something to the table. How good at problem solving are you? How resourceful are you? How likable are you? Are you a good and great communicator? All these things come into factor. And if you don't have anything to offer, you will never attract anybody of worth. Work on yourself, within yourself, to be able to attract attractable people. John C. Maxwell, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. One of his leadership laws is the law of the lid. If you are 5, you'll never attract 6 or a 7 or a 10. And if you are a 8, you will never attract more than yourself. Probably 1 or 2 units underneath you, or someone equal in their experience, in their knowledge, in their expertise. A physical environment is very, very important. It doesn't need to be fancy. Somewhere where you can come and where you can work things out. So an environment where synergy can be created. Synergistic environments don't just happen. You need to have intention behind it to be able to create a sandbox where everybody can win. And these need to be really sought out. The environment really needs to facilitate cooperation and production, because an environment where you want to make synergy, it cannot just be a place where you come together and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. You have to do something. You have to remember why you are there. Create productive units. Let's work together. Let's create something awesome. A spirit of generosity is very, very important in a synergistic environment. When people are there and their guard is down, when they have received more than they have been given, where they see an opportunity that is greater than just themselves, a spirit of generosity really needs to be there. Another thing that has to happen within the environment is strengths need to be identified. If I'm really good at problem solving and the visionary part, but not really good at the technical part, these need to be defined very, very clearly. The other person has a different strength than I do. They've lived a whole lifetime and they come with a whole lifetime of experiences. I have to come with my own, but we have to create an environment to play in, and we have to identify what we're going to create, what we're going to compete in. Remember, synergy goes 2 ways. It goes positive and negative. There's actually negative synergy. There's unhealthy competitions. And usually, ego has no place in a synergistic environment. I'm entitled to this. You should respect me. A lot of fears, a lot of insecurity, that actually really kills synergy. And so if you have that in your environment, if I see that, I run. I'm sorry, I can't work with you. How can we come and create harmony together? and create this beautiful synergy to compete in the marketplace. It just can't happen. Who do you know that you can partner up with? Their strength complements your strength, that their values are the same as yours, and also your interests align. After you have recognized these people that you can potentially reach out to, after you've written their names down, I want you to schedule a time where you can phone them up, text them, email them, meet up with them at a coffee shop to share your idea, to share your passions. You might say to me, Jay, I don't know anybody. I'm a nerd. I just don't have the network. In that case, you find other people that don't have networks. And if you're the one listening to this, you're the one that should initiate this. Because you know, you have the information now to create your own environment, to seek out your own relationships. Don't let today go by without you picking up the phone or you making a plan to start your own synergistic relationships and making your own synergistic environments and have intention behind it and create it.